Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Denver, Colorado. Yes, I am not in my normal place. As you can see, we're at an Airbnb, and this is my room for the next few days. I'm actually up here for my niece's wedding, which is going to be super exciting. Oh, I can't wait to get to see her tomorrow. Yay. But I thought we'll take a break from our normal. We're not doing episode 5 of volume 25 today. We're going to do it tomorrow because I just wanted to talk about traveling and reconnecting, and that's basically what I've done today. That it's good that we've all come together at one place. And trying to find out where my camera is. Oh, there's my camera. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I have no control over that this time. I should have bought my little light, but I had a full bag. But yeah, so we got to travel today, and it was a very interesting travel day. It was very good. I had a non-stop flight from Phoenix to Denver. I got in just after 6 o'clock local time, and I apologize for this being so late, but my morning just got away on, my morning just got away on me, and I didn't get done half the stuff I wanted to get done this morning, and for some reason it took me, it took me almost all morning to pack my bag, and I needed to leave at 12 to get to the place where I'm parking my car, and then get the shuttle over to the airport and get checked in for my flight, which was after 3 o'clock, sometime after 3 o'clock. But yeah, so one thing that disappointed me at the airport, when I went to the airport, because if you've been watching, you know that when I go to the airport, I like to go to the bookstore and get a James Patterson, a David Baldacci, or a Brad Thor book to read on the plane, preferably hardcover. I got there today. I had the option of Reese Witherspoon's new book that she co-wrote with the guy Corbin. Can't think of his first name. Then there was a Nicholas Sparks book, and I was like, I really don't feel like reading Nicholas Sparks. And I'm trying to think. And then there was this one. This is one I ended up with because it sounded kind of cool, but I got on the plane, I started reading it, I kept falling asleep. I don't know if it's because I'd been running around and I was now relaxed and or if it was really putting me to sleep. So we're going to be finding out over the next few days as I read it and see if it improves some on how it first appeared. But it's good. So I got to the airport, and of course I had to walk miles in Phoenix to get to my gate because I went through the A checkout at the terminal at Terminal 4, walked down to my gate, and that seemed to take forever because it was this big, long, I don't know, bridge type thing that you walk through from one terminal to the other, and got to my gate. And it was funny, as I was going towards my gate, there's a sign there that said, and there's restrooms over here and a water filling station. And as I'm walking down, I walk past that, and there's a big sign that says, there's no more restrooms or water filling stations beyond this point. And I'm not even, this thing goes up to like gate 40 or something, and I'm not even at gate 20 yet. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to come back to go here and get my water filled up. But first thing I always do, find where the gate is, then go find the bookstore. So I got in the bookstore, and they had very no options whatsoever, and I had to have something to read. I thought, I'm not going to sit for an hour and 20 on a flight and not read anything. So I found that book, ended up sleeping. I had the middle seat between myself and this young lad was empty, so that was kind of nice. And the cool part was, this is the very cool part, is normally when I get on a plane, I have to ask for a seatbelt extender. And I asked them for it as soon as I got on the plane. They couldn't find one, so he asked me what seat I was in, and I told him. And so he said he'll bring me one later on. And I sat down in the seat and buckled up the seatbelt, and I could still get 2 fists between my body and the seatbelt, and it was fully extended, and I still had space. And I was like, yes. I don't know what I've been doing. I have been cutting out a lot of sugar lately, and just concentrating on getting more protein, good quality protein in, and upping my protein intake during the day. Even though I still do carbs, it's the type of carbs that I do with fruits and vegetables and sourdough bread. It's my vice. Chocolate, always my vice. So so we got that done. I didn't show you the other side of this room. Hang on, I got to show you the other side of this room. Let me turn this around. So it's set up for hair and makeup, but the lighting in here is not really good for doing hair and makeup. How cool is that? The advantages of having a laptop on me today. And so we got to, they said we would have turbulence. We had very little turbulence. I wouldn't even call it turbulence. I just call it a little burp. Some of the mountains had snow on them, which was really cool. And then we got into Denver, and oh my gosh, the walk began. I carried on. I had 2 bags. I had a backpack and I had my carry-on bag. My carry-on bag doesn't have wheels, and that was a big, I need to have one with wheels, especially with the amount of walking I did today. So I got to Denver, followed all the signs to get to the train to go back to the main terminal where baggage claim is and ground transportation and all of that. And my sons had told me to catch the train into Union Station in downtown Denver, and they'd pick me up from there because the restaurant we were going to for dinner that night was not far from there. And it was rush hour traffic, and it was going to take them an hour to get out to the airport and an hour to get back. So I said, okay, that's fine. It cost $10 for 3 hours. So you can surf the trains in Denver for 3 hours for $10. I thought that wasn't too bad. So I got on the train and got on with like 6 minutes before it was due to depart, and the next train wasn't leaving for 32 minutes. So that was good. That was good. We got the timing right. But you had to walk forever to get to this place. I got off the train at the main terminal, and we were packed in there like sardines. It was, and I was in like one of the last cars. It was mayhem in the thing. And so we got out of there, got up the escalator, and then I'm sort of like, okay, where's ground transportation? Follow the signs to ground transport. And then I see train to city, go this way. So I went that way and walked and walked and walked and walked, and my bags are getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. If you've walked with bags before, you all know what I'm talking about. And then I get to the end of this thing and it says, go this way. So I'm like, when am I ever going to get there? So I go down. It is almost a mile from when you get off the train from the terminal to when you get to the train to take you, to Union Station. It's almost a mile through the airport. So I got my ticket, got on the train, and I think it was about a 30-minute trip into town. I was just zoning out. Didn't worry, I just zoned out. And then I had to wait for it. I'll be out in a minute.
Come upstairs when you're done.
Will do. I love being around family. We're going to go up and play games. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so we got to the train station, and then I'm like, where do I go now? And so I called my boys and said, where do I go now? And they said, well, we're driving towards the station. Where are you? Tell us where you are. Pin it on the map and send it to us, and we'll come get you. And so I was looking for them coming from this direction. They came from this direction, but we got it all sorted out. We went and parked the car in a parking building, and then walked like about 3 or 4 minutes to the restaurant. It was an Italian restaurant, and all I wanted was protein. I didn't care about pasta. I didn't want pizza. I wanted protein and lots of water. I was in fact, I'm still dehydrated, but I bought my sachets with me that I will give them a go and see what happens, and see if that helps with the dehydration, because my mouth is all dry and everything. I'm so dehydrated right now. And I kept taking small sips on the plane, so I didn't have to get up to go to the bathroom. The nice young man next to me, though, as we're getting towards everybody's starting getting ready to get up out of their seats just before we get to that point, he said to me, he says, oh, would you like me to get your bag from the locker for you? And I said, that would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. And so he brought it down for me, and because it was right directly above him, and he brought it down for me, and then he went on his way, and I went on my way. But he basically sat on his phone the whole time, like this. I don't know what he was doing. Kids these days, on phones, constantly. My phone was running low on battery. But we got to the restaurant, met up with everybody else there. Lots of hugs. I got hugs tonight. I got hugs. And my nephew is 6'3", so I got a tall hug. So my sister-in-law was there with her 2 children. 2 children, they're grown adults now. Her son was there with his fiance. My middle son and his wife were there, and my younger son was there as well. We had a great time, had great conversation, a great dinner. Now we're heading up, and now we're all staying in the Airbnb, And now we're going to head upstairs for game night. I mean, it's, what is it? It's 11:20 here. And we're going to start game night now. So I'm off to do game night. But I do have some reflection questions for you when it comes with family. So reflection question number 1, what does family connection mean to you in this season of your life? Number 2, how can I be more present during gatherings with loved ones? Put the phone down and engage and be present. I'm looking forward to tomorrow because we've got a pre-wedding barbecue tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. I get to meet my niece's fiance. Yay! He's actually an inch taller than what Brad was. Brad was 6'5", this guy's 6'6". So yeah. Number 3, what family story or tradition would I love to pass on? We've already passed on a lot today. I've got a nephew. My nephew's getting married next year, and he's getting married on his grandparents' 81st wedding anniversary. And I thought that was so cool. And they had no clue when they chose the date. Number 4, what does reconnection feel like in my body, heart, and mind? It feels like pieces have fallen into place. It just feels fantastic. It's amazing. So anyway, with that, I am out of here. I even have a closing thought. You do not need to have it all figured out to be fully present. Sometimes just showing up and sharing time is enough to keep the threads of connection strong. So with that, we are out of here. I'm off to do game night. Sorry this was so late. Tomorrow one's probably going to be early before we do the picnic because I'm not sure if we're coming back here before we go out for dinner from the picnic to dinner. I don't know. I'm just along for the ride. So go out and have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. I don't know what time. It'll be tomorrow morning sometime. I don't know. I'll just be there. Then you can catch the recording. So until then, hei konara.